happy New Year, happy holidays. We're glad 2020 is gone, 2021 is here, and just happy that everyone made it through and we're ready. We got some work to do. So I enjoyed my holiday. Hopefully everyone had an awesome holiday. Mine was awesome all the way through from Thanksgiving. So I have to be a little thankful for that, but it also it's in correspondence in the direction in life which I'm going, which hopefully all of us will go. So the reason I wasn't here over the holidays like this is because, most people, they want to shove down your throat, so much information. But sometimes you have to live, you have to experience things. So, that was a good time through the holidays, especially with the year we had, that everybody was allowed to, through these holidays, experience things, because a lot of things are changing. So, a lot of the resolutions out there, they're not, for, hey, I'm going to start going to the gym, or hey, I'm going to do this. A lot of the resolutions people are making for this year is to become better people, better to themselves, and be less dependent on what other people think in order to live their best life, and to put more of the focus on themselves. And that's what this channel is all about. So in the last part, this was part of a two-part series. So we already did the series on what every man should know about a woman, and now we're going to do part one of the second part of that series, is what every woman should know about a man. And the reason that I break it down like this is because we have to understand what a person is, what their makeup is. This allows us to make better choices, better decisions. Doesn't matter if it's a friend, doesn't matter if it's a coworker, doesn't matter relationship. The same principle applies to everyone. And in order for you to make the right decisions, then we have to be correct, and we have to be stern in knowing what a person is made up of and what qualities may exist inside that person. So I'm happy to be back, and again, good morning, good morning, good morning, and we're standing, we made it. So what every woman should know about a man, this is part one, and we'll be discussing the nature. And for the nature of a man, and we're going to use the regular domesticated dog. Men have a lot because the qualities are so few. Men are easy to read because their makeup is like ABC, and it doesn't go outside of that. Most women know that, but for the women out here who don't, you want to learn about this nature, because again, it helps to make good decisions, whether male or female. Using these principles helps you to make better choices. So for the ladies out here, today we're going to discuss what every woman should know about a man. And today, this part one, we will be discussing man's nature. These are qualities and attributes in which a man cannot change, because it's who a man is. So they can't change this no matter what. So if you know these things, then you know where to go from there about how a person thinks and what's important to a person. The reason for these videos is to help us understand others. By knowing ourselves, expectations, and what we are willing to offer, we become less likely to paint pictures of a person. So, in the past, not just 2020, in the past, we've all done it. We paint these pictures of people, and 9 out of 10 times, it's not even who those people are. So, we want to get rid of that shallow veil that goes over our eyes, and we put someone on these pedestals. We have to stop doing this. Put yourself on a pedestal. In which, again, it all boils down, of us taking back who's worthy of our time. We give a lot of time for, again, in this veil. We paint a picture of a person, it's not even who the person is, and we give this time. Like, if something is going to change, or if you do something that it's going to change the outcome, again, that's manipulation, and we're not doing those things. So if someone you have to do something like that, or go through a process with someone like that, it's better to just walk away. But not all people are bad. I learned that, throughout 2020. So to understand the male nature, again, we're using a dog. A dog, the qualities of a dog is loyal, a dog is obedient, a dog is a protector. Simple. As simple as what a man's qualities is, the same thing as a dog: loyal, obedient, and protector. Now you say, well, if it's so simple, then why do we go through so much? Okay, we're going to continue with the dog. 3 characteristics that makes the man's true nature. Those are his true natures. But also, with every positive, there's a negative. Dogs are unpredictable, they're destructive, and they're opportunist. A dog will sleep with any dog. A dog will turn on its owner. A dog will also mark its territory while you're not looking. So again, that falls into an opportunist. You can say to a dog, hey, leave that alone. Your food is over there. The dog wait for you to turn your back and goes right at it, even though he has food right there. So that's the mindset of a dog. The attention span is very, very short. And if you're not holding the attention span of that dog, the dog is going to do what it wants to do. So that's the downside of the qualities of a dog. So those make up the man's true nature also, the same as a dog's true nature. Now on the positive side of that, a dog will always be a dog. However, with the right owner, uh, the dog will become attentive, obedient, and loyal. Ladies, there's no getting around this. In order for you to capture a man's interest, those are the three things that you have to have. Nothing else is going to work. So if you're lacking in one of them, again, whatever the relationship is, whatever you expect for the relationship to be, if something like that is missing and you're wanting this relationship to continue, then that's going to be something in that relationship that's lacking. And remember, you can't fix anyone. It's up to the person or people to fix themselves. So, do you want to fix someone or do you want to live your best life? And I think we should all live our best life. So, and this process can only be brought about through time, patience, and caring. So time is a factor in everything. Never be in a rush for anything. When you rush, you make mistakes. When you rush, you forget things. When you rush, there's so many things that could be overlooked. So this 2021, no more rushing for anyone. So on the negative side, we also see a different result when we project onto a dog that looks like the first. So it's the same things that you're doing to a dog to get the dog to be obedient to you. But then what if you're using manipulation with the dog, where every time you ask the dog to do something, the dog won't do anything unless you're holding out a treat. So now the dog becomes the owner, and then you become the master, and that's what's happening in life. We're allowing people to come into our lives and flip it, so that we're given things that we really shouldn't have to, and you should never be asked to from anyone. So when you project, bad things happen. So this dog only listens when it gets a treat, and when you leave for work, it makes your house a mess. The dog digs a hole underneath the fence, goes into the neighbor's yard. The neighbor has a purebred dog that's probably worth about maybe $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Gets the dog pregnant. Now the owners next door are suing you. This is all behind a dog that's unpredictable and unstable. But again, same thing happens in relationships. So nature is not too far away from us. So, and this process is brought about by assuming, manipulation, and deception, because you feel you have to buy the dog's attention. So the point of this is, ladies, the true nature and good nature within any dog is only as good as its owner. So tomorrow we're going to discuss how the nature found in dogs applies to man, how to understand how these applications work in our everyday life and allow us to make better choices, no matter the interaction, in order to be free and in order to live your best life, no longer settling or accepting. So that's what this is all about. 2021, we now know the nature of man, we know the nature of women. We also know the nature of things that are happening around us. Now this year is how we begin to apply those things to our lives. So not only am I speaking this to you, I've applied these things to my life. And I can honestly say that this was the best holiday by far that I probably had in, I can't even remember that long. I would say the only time in my life, but yeah, it's right there. I think I'll probably have to go back to back when I was a kid. But man, to feel unconditional love, that's a powerful thing. And I want everyone to have that, to use your time wisely, be with people that uplift, associate with people that uplift, but also educate people, so it's not that we're just working on ourselves, but we also have an obligation to life. So like I said, I'm happy to be back, and I'm glad everyone that, that supported me through 2020, and 2021 is going to be even a better year. So I want everyone to have the most beautiful day, have the most awesome day, and live your best life. And with that, I would say click, like, and subscribe, also share, and have an awesome day. With that, peace and blessings.